So you think that grammar is very important for speaking English. That is why you are trying to learn grammar as well.
That is my opinion. Grammar is important, I think. But you say, ma'am, grammar is important or not?
I will tell you an interesting incident. The other day, somebody was telling me that she has a 3-year-old son and her son speaks English. Nobody else knows English, but her son learned English. How? Because he has been. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible to you?
Yes, you're audible.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. First of all, thanks for having me this opportunity to speak front of you because I had been trying to connect with you for many days, but unfortunately I couldn't due to time because I'm doing job, so that's why.
Okay. Keep your phone at one place and don't move. नहीं आप एक जगह बैठ जाओ खड़े मत रहो. Sit down at one place. Are you sitting
Hello?
down? Sit down. Don't keep standing.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So what is your name?
Ma'am, my name is Asad and I live in Delhi.
Your name is?
Asad, ASHAD.
Okay, Arshad. Okay, Arshad, what do you do?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I work mechanical job in a Audi company.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Delhi.
Okay. So right now you are living in
Yes,
Delhi.
ma'am.
You are in Delhi only.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Right now I'm leaving Delhi with my family.
Okay. So who all are there in your family? Tell me about your family.
Yes, ma'am. I live with my family. All are with me. And I'm married.
Okay.
I have one kid.
You have
Sorry, ma'am.
How many kids do you have?
Ma'am, I have one kid. That is boy.
Okay. You have one kid, not kids. If it is one,
Kids.
then it is not kids. You should say, I have one child or one kid. One kid means
Okay,
एक
ma'am.
बच्चा. If you say kids, that will be wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I have one child.
Yes. Or you have one kid. Okay. This is a boy. How old is he?
He is 1 year old.
He is 1 year old. Don't
Yes, ma'am.
years. Don't put S with year if it is just one. He is not 1 year
Yes.
old. He is 1 year old. I hope you don't
Yes.
mind if I correct your mistakes.
Sorry, ma'am.
Will you feel bad if I correct your mistakes?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Just I am learning. That's why I am talking to you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Tell me about your wife. What is she doing?
She does not do anything. She is a homemaker.
Okay. So she is a homemaker. Who takes care of the
Yes,
family
ma'am.
and child? Tell me
Sorry, ma'am.
who takes care of the family and the child?
My wife.
And you said my wife doesn't do anything.
No, I said my wife does not do. I mean to say she doesn't do job. She's a homemaker.
Yeah. So you should say she doesn't work outside, but she does a lot of work at home. She takes care of children.
Yes.
She takes care of the child. She takes care of your parents and you. She takes care of the laundry and cooking, everything, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what does your father do?
My father works in a sell clothes, child clothes in a market.
Okay.
But I think he is time pass because he's become old. So
Okay.
but yeah, he's selling child clothes in a market.
He is selling ready-made garments for children. He sells ready-made garments for kids.
Ready-mades.
Okay.
Ready-mades for kids, yes, ma'am.
So is that shop doing well? Is that shop doing well?
Yes, ma'am, it's well.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Why do you want to learn English, Arshad?
Actually, ma'am, my native language is Hindi, and English is an international language. There is very mandatory everywhere. And as I told you, I work mechanical job, so English is very mandatory in not mechanical, every sector, every job. If you want to do interview in a private or a government and a bigger company. So English is very mandatory. First of all, if you go in a for interview, so HR asks to you in a English. So people sometimes hesitation and fear. I'm not speaking English well, and my dream is I want to work in a abroad. So that's why I'm learning English since uh, 2020. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you want to learn English because English is required in every sector. And in your
Yes,
mechanical
ma'am.
engineering field, you need to be good in English. And when you will go for an interview, there also the HR will speak to you first in English only. So you have to create
Perfectly.
a first impression by speaking English.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Want to work abroad, right? That is why you
Yes,
have
yes,
to
ma'am.
be fluent at English. Otherwise, you can't get a job abroad, right?
And that is my first reason. And second reason is uh, English is make happy and good personality to people front of someone. If you have a good English, I'm right, ma'am.
Right, right. That's true. Okay.
Yes,
Because of
that is
English,
my
you
second
look more
reason.
impressive and you can attract people and you look impressive when you speak English. That is true.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
English is given so much importance in our country that people who speak English
Yeah.
well, they think that the other people who can't speak English are less than us. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So you are trying for jobs outside India?
No, ma'am. Just I'm preparing for abroad, but
First, you will
due to
improve your
is my
English, then you
English.
will try. First, you will improve your
Yes, exactly, exactly, ma'am. Right.
So is your wife okay with this? If you want to live abroad, is she okay? She will also go with you.
Sorry, ma'am. Could you repeat?
I am saying if you want to work abroad, is your wife okay with this? Your wife.
Yes, ma'am. I have a lovely point to say about this. Actually, when I told my wife, so I told my wife I want to go in abroad for a job. So she said, if you go in abroad, so first of all, give me a medicine so that I sleep and you go.
Oh,
She does not want I work in abroad.
okay. She doesn't want you to go abroad.
Yeah.
And she said that you give me some medicine
Yes.
so that I don't stop you from going there.
Medicine.
Okay, she's completely against.
Yes.
She's completely against it.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
will you go if your wife doesn't like it? She doesn't want it. How will you go then? Then your wife will fight with you. What will you do? You will convince.
Actually, ma'am,
Will you try to convince her?
yeah, I will convince and I will propose her for abroad. First of all, English is not good, but I'm preparing. I'm just thinking.
Okay.
At least once I will work
Okay. So,
when I become a
so for improving your English, are you trying to improve your English grammar also?
ma'am. I watch videos on YouTube related to grammar, and mostly I watch videos to you which you created on YouTube, and I listen those videos. Yes,
Conversational videos.
and I motivate to. Yes, ma'am. I know little bit grammar, ma'am,
Okay.
because I watch video on YouTube.
Okay. So you think that grammar is very important for speaking English. That is why you are trying to learn grammar as well.
Ma'am, that is my opinion. Grammar is important, I think. But you say, ma'am, grammar is important or not for speaking?
Yeah, I will tell you, but what topics in grammar are you studying? I mean, what English grammar topics have you covered till now?
Mm, I learn whole grammar like mm, present, past, future. There are 12 things of grammar.
Yes.
Continuously, and perfect, and
Perfect continuous.
there are 12, ma'am.
Right, right.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you have learned all those 12 tenses?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But I will tell you, you don't need grammar to speak English well. See, when a child grows up, like when the child doesn't go to school and he starts speaking for the first time, at that time he has not attended any school, right? But he still starts speaking how? Because he has been listening to his parents all the time. So tab kya hota hai? He has only been listening to sentences and words, but he doesn't know about noun, pronoun, or maybe if he starts speaking Hindi, if you have been speaking Hindi all the time, then your child, your son, will start speaking Hindi without learning Sangya, Sarvanam, Visheshan in school, isn't it? So without learning
Yes, ma'am.
grammar topics, he will start speaking. We all speak like that. We all learned like that. So you don't need grammar to do that. You know, I will tell you an interesting incident. The other day, somebody was telling me that she has a 3-year-old son and her son speaks English. Nobody else knows English, but her son learned English. How? Because he has been watching and consuming content in English. He has been watching English cartoons
Yes.
all the time. Her son learned English. Nobody taught him English, and he learned English. And he knows how to speak in English. He speaks English all the time. So the power of listening, you know, listening is very, very powerful. So you don't need any grammar to speak English well. But if you speak English very well, then you can learn grammar topics also. If you want to write very well, but for speaking, you don't need.
Okay, ma'am.
So grammar rules
But
initially
ma'am,
actually confuse you. Yeah.
okay, ma'am. So grammar is not important to for speak.
For spoken English. But if you want to write very well, you want to be a writer or you want to write something very well, very impressively, then you should learn some grammar concepts you should learn. For spoken English, you don't need that. Yes.
You mean to say in a writing grammar is important for speaking not?
Yeah. For speaking, grammar is not required.
Okay.
For writing, you need some knowledge of grammar.
Okay, ma'am.
So,
Understood.
yeah, since you are learning English, the more and more grammar rules you study, you will get more confused. Because whenever you will start
Yes,
speaking,
ma'am.
you will try to use the rule. You will think that this rule will apply or this rule will apply. Which rule should I apply? So you will get more confused.
Yes, ma'am. You are right. If I go back 10 years back, uh, I I spoke in front of people related to grammar. So sometime I thought, yeah, I used this or are is was or what is that. Little bit more confusing that time.
Right, right.
So when I watch video to you on YouTube, so I listen all video on YouTube. So understood. Grammar is not important for speak, but just speak. If you want to learn English, so just speak. Not aware that is wrong or right.
Right. So just work on your
Yes, ma'am.
confidence part first. If you are not able to speak with confidence, that is the problem. But the grammar mistakes will go away with time and practice. But initially, if you
Yes,
just
ma'am.
keep focusing on grammar, that you speak one sentence and you keep thinking that this sentence is correct or not, then you speak another sentence, then you wait and keep thinking that this sentence is correct or not, then you will never be able to talk comfortably, right? You can't talk comfortably then. You
Yes,
will just
ma'am.
keep thinking about the rules. So just stop doing that and start talking comfortably. Mistakes will go
Yes,
away with
okay, ma'am.
time if you keep reading, writing, and keep watching a lot of English content and speak English with people. So, have you been speaking to people on audio calls or video calls? Do you use some app?
Yes, ma'am. So, yes, ma'am. I have a two app. Uh, uh, First is Acefluency. I think you know.
Yes, I know. Yes, I do.
And second one is Talk Now app. There is no for pay for any, but that is run by internet. In Fluency, there is membership for 99. There is work for 1 month, 2 month. But I use Fluency app.
Okay. Okay, you speak on audio calls.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when you talk to co-learners, do you all discuss about grammar topics?
No, ma'am. When I talk to someone by this app, so there is no any conversation related to grammar, but just
Okay.
speak.
Okay. So there, do you get nervous and you keep thinking that I'm speaking correct or not?
No, ma'am. I am not fear when I speak front of people in a audio or video. Just I am more confidence to speak. Just I thought now I will speak. That is no fear to I'm speaking wrong or right.
Right.
Just I want to speak.
That should be the attitude that I will speak English whatever happens. Come what may, I will speak English. Even if it is right or wrong, I don't care. Right? Just keep speaking. And if
Yes.
people think that you are speaking incorrect English and they want to make fun of you and they laugh at you, let them just do that. You will have to ignore such people. If you keep ignoring people and just keep moving ahead, you will be very fluent one day.
Yes, ma'am. You are right.
Yeah. So stop worrying about grammar from now on and just focus on your speaking part. So do you watch English TV series and movies also?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely, ma'am. I watch all day video every day.
Okay. So you watch them on Netflix?
Not no, ma'am. Only on YouTube.
Okay. So do you watch movies on Netflix, on YouTube?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
With subtitle. When I
Okay.
watch video with subtitles, so I understood easily.
Okay. So when you watch English videos with subtitles, then you understand easily. You
Yes,
keep
ma'am.
reading the subtitles and then you
Yes, ma'am.
understand what they are saying. Yes. And then try to speak like them.
Yes.
When they speak, then pause and then speak like them. Try to speak like them. Your pronunciation will get better.
Yes, ma'am.
You do that?
Yes, ma'am. When I watch video, yes, ma'am. When I watch video on YouTube with subtitle, so some sentence I stop and I write down on my diary. So I practice them.
Okay. In my videos?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your videos and some videos with subtitle, but your video is not with subtitle, only listening.
My videos don't come with subtitles.
Some videos, some videos are not with subtitle, I think.
Actually, I have put subtitles in all my videos. So you are watching videos, some of them don't have subtitles, you mean?
Yes, ma'am. There is no any written on that
Okay.
video.
But I put
Yes,
subtitles
ma'am.
in all my videos. How come you don't see them? I will then check
I
again.
don't know, ma'am.
I will check it.
Yes, ma'am. Please,
Yeah,
please check it.
I will put subtitles so that it is easier to understand. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So have you traveled anywhere recently out of Delhi?
Yes, ma'am. Recently, 3 days ago, I visited in Pune for training purpose.
Okay.
My company sent to me. So there are lots of people were in my training and they speak English well because they are different kind of cities. Some people from Chennai, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Kerala. So they don't know Hindi. They know English, but and they speak English front of me, front of sir. So yeah,
And you also talk to them in English?
yes, ma'am, perfectly.
Oh, very good. So you went to Pune. Some time ago, you went to Pune and your company sent you there. Okay, so there nobody used to speak Hindi. Everybody spoke English. Okay, and you also spoke well.
When
That's
I
great.
yes, when I went there, so I met lots of friends. So I was looking who is best in English. So I took his phone number and I talked to on WhatsApp
Okay,
for just for improving English because I don't have any friends,
right.
any colleagues to speaking.
Okay, so in Pune, you made some friends and you took their numbers. People who were very
Yes.
good in English you took their numbers and now you have been talking to them on phone. You chat with them on WhatsApp. Okay.
Yes.
That helps you improve your
Share
English.
with the WhatsApp. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you fight with your wife?
Interesting. No, ma'am.
Okay, there is no fight. No fight happens, huh? Okay, so you have been married for how many years?
It's been 3 years to my married.
Okay. You have been married for 3 years. Okay. So that's a great marriage that you don't fight
Yes.
at all. Okay. So your wife is very nice person. She's a nice person. You are a nice person. Otherwise, so many
Yes,
fights
ma'am.
happen after 3 years. And who takes care of your son?
Sorry, ma'am.
Who takes care of your son?
My son with my wife.
But do you?
Yes,
Yeah.
she is not with me. She is
Okay.
not with me at present. She is his house in Muradabad.
Okay. She has gone to her mom's place
She-
in Muradabad.
Yes,
Okay.
home place.
So that
Yes,
is her
ma'am.
Maika. That's her hometown.
Yes, hometown. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Exactly.
right now you are living with your parents. You and your parents. Only 3 people are there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you get Saturday, Sunday off?
Actually, ma'am, Saturday, Sunday is not my off. Only Sunday is my off. But in this month, Sunday is not my off. My off is in Friday.
Okay. So you don't get off on Sundays. This month you will get
Yeah.
off on Fridays instead of Sundays. Okay. So what do you
Sunday,
do
yes,
on
ma'am.
what do you do on your off days?
Sorry, ma'am.
आप छुट्टी वाले दिन क्या करते हो? What do you do on your off days?
In my day, I read some magazines and some novels, watch video on YouTube how to become a good, and I use some apps, Talk Now, Acefluency, which are in my phone.
Okay.
I use them.
Okay, on weekdays you are not able to use them because you don't have any time. You use these apps only on
Yes,
your
exactly, ma'am.
only on weekend. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Play
In a
with
office when I
Yeah.
in a, yes, ma'am. When I in my office when I get a time, so use phone and watch video on YouTube, some talking to friends.
Okay. So sometimes when you get some time in office, then you watch some videos and you talk
Yes,
to your
ma'am.
friends. Okay. And do you play with your son
Yes.
on weekend? You spend time
Sometime,
with your
ma'am.
son.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So does he cry a lot?
Ma'am, when he is born, so that time he was very crying,
Oh,
and now he is 1 year, so he is not crying.
okay. Earlier he used to cry a lot. Now he doesn't cry that much because he has turned one. He is already 1 year old. Now he doesn't cry that
Yes.
much. Okay. Does he sleep at night or he keeps
Yes,
you
ma'am.
awake all night?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. He keeps you awake. I'm saying, does he sleep at
No, ma'am.
night or he keeps you awake all night? पूरी रात जगा कर रखता है या सो जाता है?
No, ma'am. Sometime some happenings to his, so that time he is crying, but that is not
Okay. So sometimes
occasionally, ma'am.
occasionally he cries when there is some
Yes.
problem. Otherwise he sleeps through the night. नहीं तो पूरी रात सो जाता है. पूरी रात
Yes.
सो जाता है उसको हम कह सकते हैं.
Yes.
Otherwise he sleeps through the night. He sleeps through the night. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So everyone speaks English in your office?
Ma'am, that is bad reason for me. In a office, no one speak English,
Oh,
so that's why I'm
okay.
facing lots of problem.
There is no English atmosphere in your office.
No, ma'am. Only seniors speaks
Okay.
English, but that is not opportunity to speak front of them because there is no for me opportunity to go there.
Right. So only seniors speak English, and that doesn't happen on a regular basis. So you don't get English speaking practice in office, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you are in which area of Delhi? Is it South Delhi?
Yes, ma'am. South Delhi.
In South Delhi, people in malls and restaurants, they all speak English. When you go out, do you speak
Yes,
English
ma'am.
in malls and superstores?
Ma'am, how to speak in a mall or society, because English is not good, and when I speak to them, so people, I think maybe some hesitation when I speak front of someone.
Okay.
So that's not go in a mall or somewhere.
Okay. So you hesitate when you speak English in a mall because all these people, store people are
Yes, ma'am.
assistants. They are trying to help you. You should speak English with them. They will not judge you. They are there to assist you, to help you. So if they are saying, ma'am, what do you want to buy? Or sir, what do you want to buy? Then you can say, I'm looking for a shirt. I'm looking for a coat. Just try speaking to them. They speak very good English.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So do you go to the mall to buy your clothes?
Sometime, ma'am, I go to mall, but don't conversation to any.
Okay.
I did not.
Okay. You don't go to buy something. You go to have food sometimes. You go to a restaurant in the mall.
Yes, ma'am. I go to restaurant or but I did not think just should I speak to someone in a English. Just not. I did not think.
Okay. So sometimes, waiter comes. The waiter comes and he starts speaking in English. Then what do? You reply in English or you start speaking Hindi?
I think waiter start speak Hindi. Speak English.
Yeah. Sometimes
Yes.
waiters start speaking English. So then you reply
Yes, ma'am.
in English or you start speaking Hindi. Do you reply in English?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, that time waiter comes to me and he speak Hindi. So how can I reply in a
No.
English? Because
I'm
it
saying
is
if he speaks in English, then I'm saying, then do you
yes.
reply in English?
Yeah, absolutely, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when they say
That time I will reply.
okay.
Yeah.
So
That
when
time
they
I
say
definitely, ma'am.
yes. So let's say you want to order a dosa and I am the waiter and I am saying, what would you like to order, sir?
I would like to one pizza and one hot coffee.
Okay. So
Can
you
you
would
please
like
give
to
me?
have you would like to have a
Yes.
pizza and a coffee. So which toppings do you want on your pizza?
Yes, ma'am.
Which toppings do you want on your pizza?
I want to plain pizza.
Okay. You don't want any toppings, you just want a plain pizza.
Yes.
That's right. And which coffee would you like, sir?
Hot coffee.
Yeah. Hot coffee, but cappuccino, espresso, latte. Which one do you want?
Actually, ma'am, I did not visit in a restaurant, but I visit in a small. There is no people. I think how to speak English.
Okay. So,
There is totally Hindi. Yes.
okay. You visit the restaurants where they speak
Yes, ma'am.
Hindi. Okay. So that's great. I was just making you practice, in case you are ordering a pizza and a coffee even on phone, then you can say, I would like to have a plain pizza and I would like to have latte. Okay. So how would you like to pay? How would you like to pay, sir? By cash or by card?
And I would like to give a by cash.
By cash. Okay. You would like to pay by cash.
Yes, I would like to pay.
You want
Yes,
to pay by
exactly.
cash. So please give me the cash.
Yes.
Give me 1,000 bucks. Give me 1,000 rupees. 1,000 for a pizza and a coffee. So is that too expensive?
Yes.
Is that too expensive?
Not expensive.
Hmm. But who would spend 1,000 for just a pizza and a coffee. That's really expensive. Yes. So, Arshad, it was so lovely talking to you.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
really enjoyed talking to you. Yeah. Do you
Thank,
have any questions for me?
thank you, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Do you want to ask me something?
Hi. Yes, ma'am. I have lots of confusion in my mind, so which I doubt to you. So, ma'am, what is most im- so I was saying, so what is important things in I speaking, and which is important to us that if I practice in my free time,
Okay. So,
what
you
should
want
I
to know
do?
what you can do to improve your spoken English, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You should do reading. Do read newspaper or magazine
Okay.
or any article or book for at least 15 to 20 minutes every day. And watch English
Okay, ma'am.
conversations, interviews, movies, and TV series in English. And the third thing is you should speak to people on video calls every day. Only audio calls will not work because video
Okay,
calls will
ma'am.
remove your hesitation and nervousness. On audio calls, you are not in front of someone, right? Only audio calls will not work. Take a paid subscription of some app and start making video calls every day. So that way you can improve your spoken English very fast in less time. Okay?
Oh,
Arshad, all the
okay,
best.
ma'am. I will follow. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for giving me. I would again say to you that today is my golden day front of you.
Welcome, welcome.
Really, ma'am.
I also really enjoyed
Ma'am,
talking
we
to you. Yeah.
yes, ma'am. Can we conversation again? That
You
is
can have
possible.
another conversation with me after 2 to 3 months. So
Okay, ma'am.
after 2, 3 months, you send me message and I will speak to you again. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, bye bye. Have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you. Have a good night, ma'am. Same to you.
Yeah. Okay, bye bye.